Good morning. Good morning. It's Sunday morning, and nephew is back. Nephew wants to chat. How y'all been, man? Smash that like button. Don't forget to always do that, just to look out for me. We make these videos. This whole channel is basically just an awareness and educational channel. We just like to talk about stocks, crypto, finance, things that just make your life better. You know what I mean? So make sure you subscribe to the channel, hit that like button. All right, guys. So um, here's right here. Like recently, I haven't been online. I know you guys probably wondering what's going on. I haven't been posting as many videos as I should be, and I'm sorry about that because like lately I've been focused on a few trades and focusing on a few things that I was doing. One of those things I just want to show you. One of those things I've been doing is I've been mining crypto. So I'm also a crypto miner as much as I am also trading. Um, I have my I have my whole like mining rig here. I built it. I got a couple of them actually that I'm working on, and I kind of want to I'm making a new one, and just so recently I've been just trying to create passive income streams, um, from different sources, so that the money can pile up and start to save. And a lot of the videos that I have been making prior to recently were about was prior to that was recently about just taking like big risks and doing big risky trades. And and the reason I was doing that is because came into the pandemic with low cash, or it was such an abrupt situation where the COVID thing had kind of jumped in and like messed up a lot of everything that I was doing at that time, and money was lost, and a lot of people lost money. So I decided that it made a lot of sense to just go ahead and put out some. If you got like in my case, I only have like a couple $1,000s left over, and I wasn't prepared for the pandemic, so I wanted to put the money into some risky trades and grow my money, which we did. So going back at it, you look back at it, and it's like um, we got some trades I did that got me 100%, 200%, 300% returns right at the beginning of the pandemic, and that was really helpful to make it through that time of my life. And it was a really bad time for a lot of people. And I'm sorry if you um, were one of the people who could not you know receive money at that time, and you lost your job or anything like that. I really am apologetic, because I feel like that's not fair to you and things like that. And on this channel, we try to make ways for people to get extra money. I make videos about the SBA situation for businesses, and different programs you could jump into. So I've talked about all these different things to try to help, show exactly what I'm doing in order to get my money up. And that's kind of what this channel has always been about, was how I get my money. This hasn't been like what you should do type channel, but to give you ideas thinking outside the box. So, this week going forward, you guys, if you want to make suggestions on stocks that you want to hear more about, things that I can do some research on, that's fine. Go ahead and just drop those tickers below below, and I'll look into them. If I see something I like, I'm gonna definitely make a video about it. I'm not gonna just be talking about the trades that I make or stocks that I think that I like. I'm gonna talk about stocks that I feel like you guys might like too. So we're gonna start moving forward with the channel. Okay. So anyway, also, I had some trouble with a couple of videos that I had recorded getting destroyed in the process, because sometimes I record when I'm on the go, and I don't know what's wrong with my phone, but it's just been deleting a lot of my progress. So I've made at least 3 or 4 videos that didn't get published because the software or whatever I was using didn't allow my videos to surface. So we're gonna work on that. I'm gonna fix that. So I'm back on my computer. Gonna have to do this the hard way, because I haven't been getting no love from my from my computer. All right, so just want to talk about GameStop right quick, because I've made a lot of videos about this one, um, and I want to show like it's looking kind of bearish at this moment, and that's kind of what I'm going to start also doing, is if I can see that it looks bearish or if it looks bullish, I'm going to let you know. on from the technical side. And this definitely looks bearish. It doesn't look bullish at all. It's definitely looks like in the last, basically around here when we had this big dip, this was due to, realizing that all these stores are going to be closed. And this right here represents a lot of sales that came in because people were going to go on lockdown. And so was these things. And around this was all news about how this was news about how, like, they were making money during that time. And then this is once again more stores closing all over the world and just them breaking even basically. So and here we are. So the earnings report should be coming soon. I adjusted my positions accordingly. And like I said, this is a stock that I'm extremely bullish on as far as where we are right now. Seeing that this has been constantly on a downtrend, and I'm trying to get ahead of a trend, or I think it'll be an uptrend, something more like this, where we go up that way like that, headed up into this price range. I'm aiming for around here, around this price range is where I'm looking for to get into at least this around this $30 range. And I mean, even up here would be, a nice resistance to get up to 27 or get up to 29. And this would be due to, console release. New consoles come out. This is the result of Xbox, Nintendo, and PlayStation. And so is this. And so every time new, Wii or whatever came out, there was always a spike in sales and accessories, and that helps. And so right now we got new systems on the way. So I'm trying to predict an uptick, an uptrend, a trend reversal that does like this and then continues to go up like that. And we would have almost had that, except there was we have all these riots and all this protesting going on. So at the moment, none of this is, important. I mean, nothing's going to happen because the PlayStation and Xbox, all those guys are, not releasing their systems at this time because they were, more voices that needed to be heard, better, more important voices that needed to be heard at the moment. So there was no reason to, go about releasing those. So anyway, we got a pretty low price right now. She's going to come down a little bit more bearish. And if you ask me, this gives me a chance to accumulate even more for the upside of the upswing. I'm gonna step it down and buy some lower. I'm gonna buy calls that are more like in the $5 range for the long haul, so I can make more. I have been buying $8 calls, which is kind of like way up there. And the only reason I did that is because they were cheaper, so I could get twice as many. And I bought January calls so that, by the end of the year, hopefully we would be able to see an uptick. But, it depends. It really depends. If you look at, the other time frames here, it's taken a lot of time for it to get up to this point. So I might have to also buy some leading out to April, or I don't know. It just depends, because these climbs take about a good whole year to recover. So it depends, because this is from July 12th. This goes up, and I mean, it actually did take quite some time to go up this high. This wasn't like quick. I mean, even when we start here, it took almost the end of the year to grow. And that's kind of where I thought was going to happen. Now it's just that with this situation going on outside, it's kind of like we haven't even started climbing, and it's already June. So I mean, unless it's going to start climbing soon, and we're going to start seeing some sales coming in, I don't really know what's going to happen. But I'm going to just be prepared. So that's the reason why I'm going to buy some smaller some smaller calls, and I'm also going to buy some stocks so that I can make sure that I'm in position. But you know, even if, and it's not just about this stock right here, but just anytime you have a stock where you have a belief system that you came up with, like that you can see a future situation. Sometimes, you know, buying options makes it where you can just accumulate more of the shares that you're trying to get. And sometimes you have to just buy the shares because you just don't know when it's going to go up. And that's what I was thinking about lately, that, you know, I'm going to go back and reevaluate the difference between you taking a giant risk because you kind of know, you have a time frame for when you think something can happen, versus you taking another kind of risk, a smaller risk, because you're going to buy the shares, which lowers your risk in a sense because you're not going to be rushing to you know, sell those, or you're not going to have to worry about those. Um, you don't have to worry about those popping out. So we're gonna see some results here soon. Definitely a descending triangle formation, but at the same time, we haven't dropped below a certain point. So this is our support around here at about 414, around this range. I mean, if we break support, then we're gonna probably fall down to this territory again. So I'm gonna keep an eye out on this and see what happens. Hopefully we don't end up back down here. If we do, I'm going to just accumulate as many shares as I can so that we can ride it back up. So I mean, but you can see from here to here, from here to here was this is April the 3rd, and this is April the 14th. That was a quick climb from here to there, just to give you an idea of what it could do. It just took about a week and a half to get from there to here. So I mean, she can actually shoot all the way up real fast. Doesn't have to take a long time, but we'll see what's gonna happen next. So I'm gonna get on board. I'm gonna buy as many of these as I can because we're 90% down from where we belong. This is a lot of upside. Um, all right, guys. So anyway, I'm gonna make more videos. I'm just gonna start talking about stocks with a lot of upside. If you guys like want to drop some comments below and leave some trades that you know of, I'll talk about those. I'm gonna look at the charts and check it out. I'm gonna keep things simple. I'm not gonna be using a whole lot of indicators and a whole bunch of crap like that. We're just gonna talk about the news and the fundamentals and just a few things that we can come up with that might help these stocks recover. And like I said, this is not financial advice. This is all speculation, so you guys remember this is all educational purposes only. Hit that subscribe button, hit that like button. Talk to you guys later. All right, guys. Peace.